What's up, everybody? Thanks for joining me for this week's edition of Business Wednesday. And today we're going to be talking about finances and how important it is for the success of your business. It also can be detrimental to the failure of your business. It can contribute to it failing if you're not doing it right. So what I want you to know about, I'm going to talk about this more next week and in the following weeks coming up. But I'm just going to throw out a few terms that you need to research and you need to think about when you're starting your business and you're in business. Is profit, revenue, you got that? Profit, revenue, deficit, debt, earned income, compound interest, liabilities, assets. Okay, let that sink in for you. Reason why I named those terms is because those are some of the most important terms that you're gonna need to know as far as being in business, because there are different ways that these terms can affect your business. Because if you don't know what those terms are and you don't know how to operate within those terms, your business will fail. Because people have the assumption that all you need to know about is your profit, but you need to know about your revenue streams. You need to know about the interest, compound interest. You need to learn about different things, like as far as liabilities, your assets. There's something also called that I know what it is, but I forgot about it. It's gonna pop in my mind in a second. Just give me a second. Operating income. That's something you need to learn about. But what we need to start doing when it comes to business is you have to get your finances in order, especially small businesses, because larger ones may have accountants to do that. But your small businesses, you're going to have to be active in knowing every aspect of the financials of your business, because what can happen, you can get in trouble with the IRS with regards to dealing with taxes and stuff if you don't have that stuff and have your books in order. That's why it's very important that you learn about these financial terms and all the finances going into your business. Like basically, like your revenue is basically income coming in and going out. So that's very important. But like I said before, is finances is the number 2 reason why businesses don't succeed. Because if you don't have finances and you don't have your finances in order, there's not going to be a reason for your business to keep going, because it has nothing backing it up. And it's not succeeding. You can't pay employees. You can't pay for expenses. You can't pay for the services that you may need to keep the business running. So you're going to have to be smart with your finances. Sometimes you may have to make cuts. Sometimes you have to do a budget, a yearly budget on how much you're going to spend and how much you're going to need for each year for it to operate and succeed. It's going to be hard, but you really got to sit down and go over all that stuff. Because I learned this in accounting class in school, and I have a friend that helps me with it. He's an accountant. But what I'm going to do is next week, I'm going to break down what each term means. In the coming weeks, we're going to really dive into Finance for Business Wednesday, because, like I said, it's the number 2 thing that you need. We already dived into the time management part of that, so we're going into financing. And after we go into finances, we're going to keep going with different topics on that. But thanks for listening to this week's edition of Business Wednesday. I'll see you next week, and I'll see you on Friday for Crash Out Friday. Thanks for joining me. Remember to Like, subscribe, comment if you haven't already. Follow me at I Am Kid Clutch on IG. Follow me at Kid Clutch Productions on IG. Follow me at Kid Clutch everywhere else. Like I said, anything that has Kid Clutch and I'm associated with it, follow it so you can receive your updates and keep on learning and you keep on growing. Thank you. I'll see you on Crash Out Friday. Later.